thinking about how we were going to package this amount of product, we really had to take a good look into different automations. We came across Paxiom. They've been making automation in the food industry for 30 or 40 years. Talking to different manufacturers of different automation, it just seemed like they had the most robust training, on-site training and commissioning of the equipment. Being able to dial in recipes, that's important. And then just the throughput.
So how does this machine work? Like, walk us through it, kind of like step by step, and what it does.
The Swifty bagger starts off with bulk bud that we put up in the hopper on top. And once we put it in top, it's going to vibrate the weed from the hopper to the center cone in the middle of the 14 scales. That center cone vibrates along with all the 14 pans that feed out to the scales, and then it drops down to our final scale, the final check. If it's good there, it passes on the left-hand side into the bagging unit. Basically able to run this whole machine from the floor as one person, packaging 1,500 eighths an hour.
So Todd, now let's also chat about this joint rolling side, because this thing is a beast.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about this JuanaRoller.
It's an 8-lane setup, which means there are 8 different stations that fill joints. We have the cones that feed at the beginning of the machine. They feed from what's called the magazine into blocks. The blocks travel on a track through the machine. They hit the fill station. There's 3 different fill levels. So we fill the bottom half of the joint, and then tamping rod goes into the joint, and it compacts that bottom level so that you don't have a weak crutch, you don't have a floppy joint. Your joints, it stays in your fingers just like a cigarette would, you know? So it goes from the fill station to the twist, and we do a twist as opposed to a Dutch crown. So we twist it, and then it trims through a set of blades, trims that twist off, and we're left with just a little wick at the end. Product comes out the back.
You know, anyone who's filled a joint, you know, themselves at home or rolled one and knows that like there's an optimal amount of like compaction you need. Can you actually like adjust?
We can adjust the tamping depth and the number of times that the tamping rod actually goes into the joint to the 3 different stages of tamping that we can adjust. So it's the first stage is the bottom fill of the joint, and then there's 2 more stages through the top fill of the joint, and each one of those can be adjusted. So with the Primo Combi and the Swifty bagger that we purchased through Paxiom, we get customer assistance. So if I have an issue with the machine, if our product's not coming out the way I want it to, I can reach out to Paxiom and speak with them. They help us troubleshoot it. So that comes in handy quite a bit.
Todd, like what are all the SKUs that Bostica makes?
Well, so in this room, we run half gram and full gram pre-rolls. The half grams we package into 5 packs, and we package into 2 packs. And the 1 grams go into single tubes with a single joint in those tubes. Outside of this room, we also do 1 gram and half gram infused pre-rolls. We package vape products, both 1 gram and 2 gram.
Pre-rolls sell very well in Massachusetts.